It is genuinely hard for me to think about a movie that was as disastrous with its PR as the Snow White remake. Questionable casting, terrible creative choices, leaked photos from the set, and the lead actress straight up telling how she despised the original cartoon and thought that it was extremely dated with the ideas and values it conveyed to the audience. All of that sparked a truly enormous outrage, and people were hating the film years before its release. So is there anything good in this nightmare of a movie? Let's get into it. First and foremost, does the remake honor the original? Not at all. Secondly, does it use the original story as some sort of a foundation to stack modern agenda on top? 100%. Right from the very beginning, it was clear that the film is going to be about Snow White's journey toward becoming a girl boss and a powerful leader she was meant to be. Why this film is not an adaptation of the old story that was about innocence, kindness, and learning for true love? Because it is modern Disney, that's why. There always has to be an agenda. What, you disagree? Well, shut up, you bigot! And now let's talk about the casting, because I just cannot wrap my head around certain decisions that were made here. Why was Gal Gadot cast as the evil queen? Why is her performance so pompous and over the top when it would have been much better to stick to the portrayal of this character in the cartoon, which is way more menacing than it is here? And why did Ms. Zegler accept the leading role in the remake of something she hated so much? Perhaps it is something we'll get an answer to sometime in the future. Overall, she's nothing like Snow White, but her singing performance is pretty good there, that's for sure. It's just that for me it was almost impossible to separate the character from the actress who played her. Every time there was Snow White, I didn't see the character because I saw Rachel Zegler and remembered all of her infamous interviews, and I'm sure there will be many people with the same mindset. However, while saying many, I imagine some extremely low numbers, because that's definitely how it's gonna go. Another thing that I can't be silent about is the costume design, because it is so atrocious I cannot even describe it. The film had Sandy Powell, who's a very experienced designer with 3 Academy Awards. Their word talks about the tremendous amount of work that was put into creating the costumes, but in the result, it looked like the costume department was the last thing they were thinking about during the production. Don't get me wrong, the costumes of the Evil Queen and Snow White, they look good, but what the fuck is this? Do you see anything that looks authentic to the old German fairy tale here? Or maybe the 1937 animated picture which this project honors, may I remind you? Oh, and if you thought that these are the fake photos from the set, they are not. These guys are in the movie. Spoiler alert, enjoy. How can Poor Things, a rated R fantasy film with some extremely disturbing stuff, look more beautiful with its costume design than a big budget princess movie made by Disney? I honestly have no clue, but I can tell you where most of the budget went. It went into creating the CGI that is literally everything here except the actors and the scenes. The whole thing is more of a cartoon than an actual movie. Some specific scenes that could have been shot on some picturesque locations were instead shot with a green background, which completely kills the immersion. The wildlife and the dwarves are very well designed, but they make all the real people they're interacting with look totally out of place, which led me to a thought that they should have made the whole thing an animated remake in the first place. Keep everything the same story-wise, but make it look fresh and brand new. This would have been much better. Okay, that was enough of my time dedicated to this mess. There's literally nothing to watch here and spend your time on, both in the movie theater or at home. It doesn't honor the original, but does a great job at ruining it with its modern take on the story. The product of countless terrible decisions is out there now. If you're thinking about watching it in theaters just to laugh at how bad it is, I'm asking you to not do it, because you're basically giving it money this way. There will be others to do it, so don't be one of them. Of course, I paid for the ticket, but as a creator, I paid for my channel's content. And I want to use this platform to tell you to not waste your money on this and support it financially. There are lots of movies just around the corner, so save it for something that's worth it. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like and share with everyone who's interested in such content. Now, for some of you who might be wondering, I know I promised to review Mickey 17. I've watched it right before my trip and I thought I would pull this off while being in a different country, but I failed. So if you're still interested in my take on it, I'd appreciate if you let me know in the comments about that. And this is it for now. Until next time, see ya!